Okay, so we have our scenes that we're going to put together. Let's actually go ahead and use those scenes, put them together into an arrangement. So we're in ideas view in this in arranger mode. We're in ideas view right now. Oh, god damn it. We're in ideas view right now. What we want to do to put all these things together is to be over here in song mode. All right. So you're gonna see that now the screen looks a little different. Now what we do here is we now create sections that have our scenes in them. All right, and it's gonna play through everything. So to create a section, you can either hit an empty pad or you can hit create. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit an empty pad. All right. So this is gonna be section number 1. And in this first section, we're going to have scene number 1 because that's what we set to be our intro. All right. Excuse me. So for our second section, we're going to have scene number 2 play. And now it's going to keep playing what we heard in the first scene, but now we're going to hear the drums kick in. All right. And you know what? Let's go ahead and have that play for a couple of bars. So instead of keeping the length to auto, where it just sets the pattern length to whatever the pattern length is that you programmed it originally to be, but you can manipulate it here. So instead of having it play just for 4 bars, 5, 6, 7, 8, you'll see when you see on your MK3, we're going to move that up to 8 bars. All right. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to have that play twice. Now we're going to add another scene. So this time I'll hit that button over here. And we already programmed it so that the drums keep playing, but now we have that second pattern coming in. And finally, we're going to keep our last position to the outro, which is going to be scene number 4. All right, and that's just going to play for a little bit, and it's going to end right there. All right, so now what I also want to show you is when you're in this arranger view, okay, when you're playing it back, you want to make sure that your loop is on. And the way you do that is by hitting shift, restart, holding that down for a minute, and making sure loop is on and all. So that way it starts at the beginning and it goes till the end and it goes all the way so that you can hear it over and over again. You know, try out a couple different ideas. You know, we already made the scenes, but you might want to test a couple ideas out in ideas view. Maybe you want to see what works together and what doesn't. But once you're over here and you have the loop turned on, you're pretty much ready to go. So if we hear everything from beginning to end, this is what it sounds like. Oops. I have it set to my speakers, not to actually my MK3. So let me go ahead and put it back to the MK3. Go back into the arranger, and now let's hear it, see what it sounds like. All right, so there you have it. That's how you use the arranger view. Once you have your scenes made together and you have all your ideas laid out and you've created all of your scenes, you go into arranger mode, make sure that you're in song mode, and you just go ahead and put them all together. You have the option to create and remove them up here. You can also duplicate a scene, but pretty much that is how you use arranger mode. And that's it. All right, that's it for this section. So you pretty much now know everything you need to know to pretty much make your way around the MK3. In the beginning, I showed you how to load up a drum kit. Then I showed you how to record your first pattern. After that, we added another instrument. Then I went over fine-tuning your patterns. In the last section, I went over creating a scene and now putting it together in the arrangement. So this is it for the last section of everything you need to know to make your way around Maschine MK3. In the next sections, I'm going to be telling you some tips and tricks for a smoother workflow. So I'll see you over in that next section.